everybody, welcome back. I've got another wreath video for you today. This time it's a smaller wreath. It's a 15-inch, let me take this off of here, that you can get from Dollar Tree. And I'm doing a smaller one so that I could place it on my welcome sign that has the word home on it. And I'll show a picture at the end of this video. But this is in place of the O. So I've got some other materials here too from Dollar Tree left over from my last wreath. So I'd like to use all of these and probably a snowman too, so it'll all go together. Also, my last wreath kind of had a rustic flair to it, so I'm thinking maybe some of this ribbon would look nice with it because it is all burlappy. I also have my brand new Ryobi glue gun, which is all heated up. I had to get the battery and the charger separately. So if you're interested in getting this, just be aware you need to buy not just the glue gun, but the battery and the charger, and then you charge it and it shows you how, if it's ready to go, and here's your on off button. Anyway, so this will be the first time using that guy. I'm kind of excited about it because then I have to deal with a cord. Anyway, the first thing I want to do with my wreath here is kind of fluff it up a bit and see what I've got to work with. It's not a very full wreath, but for $1, I'm content, because I'll foof it up with my own stuff anyway. Plus, this is not going to be in an area that's very large because it's just on one of those narrow signs that you'll see at the end, so it doesn't really need to be big. But I do like them to be fuller than this, so we're going to be adding quite a bit. I'm also pulling all of the fluff forward, if you notice, because I'm going to be hanging this against a flat board surface, and so I don't need any foof going out the back. Alright, first thing I want to do is use our cute little friendly snowman here. He worked kind of nice the last time, and so I think he's going to be one of my main focal points for this one too. And I could put the greenery around it, this side and this side. I think I'll be cutting up all of these Queen's lace pieces to intersperse throughout the branches. I might use one of my pine cones from before. And I'll definitely want to use these ornaments as well. So, looks as though I'm already looking at my main focal point being down here. I don't have a whole lot of ribbon, but I didn't really want to spend a whole lot on this wreath. I have been doing quite a bit of other Christmas shopping, and so I didn't want to spend anything on crafts right now. But I did want to make a little wreath for that home thing. So, I'm kind of using what I have left over. Plus, I just think it's good to work down our stash anyway. Alright, so I kind of like how that's looking. I know a lot of people like to put their bows at the top of their wreath, and I like to do that sometimes too. I did that for the last one. Let's see if I like that better. No, I like it down here. Alright, so I'm going to probably do something like that. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to grab floral wire. Sorry about that. Let me grab that. So I think what I'll start off with is the bow, knowing where I want to place that little center, that focal point I mean, and then go from there, filling in the rest of the branches. So that's where I'm at with this. I just kind of jumped right in. I hope you guys are doing well and that you had a nice Thanksgiving. I had my sister and her husband up, and it was a lovely visit. They're just fun people. We played games and giggled a whole bunch. And then my daughters were with their dad. But we had a great time. I hope you had a good time too. Let's see now. Yeah, very simple bow. I'll probably cut the tails later, but I'm going to go ahead and wire this directly to the wreath. I don't want any problems with it falling off later. I hope you've made some time to craft for yourself, those of you who like to craft and are watching this. Sometimes, even if you just give yourselves 10, 20, or 30 minutes, it makes a big difference in your day. I learned that trick from Nancy Zeman, the late Nancy Zeman, the sewing gal. She once had a special 10, 20, 30 minutes to sew. And I certainly had only 10, 20, and 30 minute increments at the time because my kids were really young. So I've taken that same practice now into any of my crafts that I like to do. And so today I did a lot of Christmas decorating outside, but I needed some time to craft. I missed the inside crafting here, so I consider outside decorating crafting too. Oh, I really like how he's sitting there. Okay, here goes this glue gun, guys. Let's see. This looks really powerful. It looks like it would be really heavy too, but it's not. Ooh, it smokes. It's smoking. Looks like my science experiments in school. Oh, see? You have to make sure that glue's all the way in there. All right, here we go. That looks a lot hotter than my old glue gun. I am not going to get my finger in there to test it out. But if you see things smoking once you put that glue in there, you know it's hot. Oh, you know what else? I grabbed some, oh gosh, I keep hitting this tripod, sorry. I have these really cool Gorilla glue sticks. I'm going to try these out too. I'm not messing around because this is outside, right? So I want it to stay. Let me feel now. Ooh, still wet. This is going to be a very, very hot glue gun. Do not get your fingers in the way of this guy. So I like that there. Now I'm going to start with all these other little doodads. Let me grab, I like these. So this is going to be a very simple project. And if you're new to crafting and making wreaths, start out small. It's less intimidating that way. And you'll get more immediate results, so you'll feel good about your progress. There are some big, beautiful wreaths out there, though, and I'm still learning, too. I love watching wreath videos. I don't know what it is about a wreath. It's just, ooh, okay, well, that's one way to get off of there. Oh, see, won't that be pretty? I'm going to need a couple of those. I can already tell I'm going to want to fill it up with a lot of these, so let's snap the rest of these off. Oh, they're going flying. This is usually what happens in my craft room. I'll find it later. Yesterday I was doing some embroidery. I do machine embroidery. And using my baby lock, and I made a snowman shirt. I haven't made myself a shirt in a long time. I'm thinking 10 years at least. It was good fun. It felt good to get back to it. Okay. I really like, I'm going to just start filling in with these. I like the color. I like the fullness. And I want to get used to this glue gun here. Let's see. Yeah, just hit that trigger just a little bit. It comes out really generously if you get yourself one of these Ryobis. It's like the first power tool I've ever owned. I'm feeling kind of tough. Not really. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Here, you need to go there. You're going to see and get better and better at where things should go the more you make. Oop, wow. Very, very hot, drippy glue. Yep, super hot. Probably just took some skin off. I don't know why I had to try that out. Really? Like the one thing you tell a kid, don't do this. What are they going to do? They're going to do that. They got to try, right? That's what I just did. Well, that's why. Ooh, that time I didn't even try. It needs to go away. Ooh, I'm liking how that's filling in. Like you're going to see some of this that didn't look very secure. Just push it down with a branch. That's okay. Because we started out super poofy. So we've got it. We've got the room to do that. So yeah, I started out, I went to Michael's first to get my little wreath. And they had like 70% off. And then because I'm a teacher, I'd get an additional 15% off. Well, they had like little garlands that were smaller than this wrapped up. Not really any little wreaths. Those garlands were $14. I thought, hold it. So I'm going to spend $5 or whatever. Let's see, $1.40 times 3, so it's $3.60 for that little bitty garland. And I needed 2 or 3 of them because they weren't full like this. And then I started adding on little stems and whatnot. As I walked around that store, even though it was 70% off, you're looking at $20 for a little wreath like this. I thought, wait, I'm getting out of control. I need to rethink this. You know, you hear a large percentage off, you get all excited. Well, I decided instead to hit the Dollar Tree first, just to see if they had any of those garlands, because I thought, I'll put the garlands into a wreath if I can't find a little wreath for them. Well, here they had this one for $1. I was so happy because I knew I had all these other little things. I thought, you know what? If I need to go back and buy another garland later, I will. But I'm going to try to make do with what I have already. Plus, then I'll have less things to stash away when I'm done. All right, so far, I kind of like how that's shaping up. Let me hold that up for you so you can see. It comes together fairly quickly too, doesn't it? Now we need sparkly stuff. So, should I go with sparkly red first? Yes, I shall. So, I like these little guys. These were the glitter branches from Dollar Tree. Oops, I'm getting glitter in my drink here, my Moscow Mule. Let me take a drink. My throat gets dry with the heat on. Plus, I just like vodka. Let's just be honest. I think I don't want these to be very long, so I'm going to cut them like here. And the reason I'm just cutting that center is so that this still spikes up here and here. You see that? So let me cut these up into little usable lengths. Like there's one right there. Then him. And I think just about every time I see one of these, I'm going to put a red sparkly behind it. Oh, I do love glitter at Christmas. I know it's a mess. It's so messy, but I just love it. Plus, if I start to, you know, neglect my housekeeping duties or I'm not keeping up with that, the glitter kind of covers the dust. So there you go. Helpful holiday hint. All right. I want to get about... Yeah, I'm just going to cut these separate. I could always bunch a couple together too, couldn't I? Oh, I like this tall one right here. For some reason, he just said I need to go over here. Well, you can. You can go there. I'll make him a little taller on the snowman guy. Just like on my last wreath. All right, you can go there. That's fine. I think I'll make this one where I'll do a few this way, but then the rest, they're all going to follow the same direction. Let me show you what I mean. See, I'll be tucking these in to follow the same direction as these pieces of greenery here. So I just kind of tuck it in where I would like to see it go. Oh, I do like this. There's no cord, guys. If you're interested in a nice little present for yourself for Christmas, consider that. It wasn't too bad. It was on Amazon. I bet they got that like at Shmum Shmeepo too. All right. So I don't want to do as much of this as I did with the other. I thought I originally did, but no. I'm going to take it a little more easy with it. All right. That looks good. You know what else I noticed? The strings aren't as stringy. Does that make sense? Like it breaks off a little easier. It doesn't persist like my other glue gun did. So that's kind of nice. All right, he needs to go here. Can you see? All right. And I'm going to push this one down a little bit too because there's nothing really there for it to glue to. All right. Let's see, how about there? I like that. And don't forget, we got ornaments too. Oh, I got some more of these guys. How about just like there? Stick some glue in there. Okay. I'm going to wait with any additional red until after I get these ornaments in here. Now, should I put, these are kind of big. Remember, these are my pine cones from my fall wreath. He's kind of too big for here. I like this. This is a better size. I don't know if I need glitter right there, though. I like him right there. All right. Oof, that was a hot one. Okay. Let me glitter up here. And of course you can wire these down too. So if you start gluing and it doesn't look very secure, you want to make sure it's secure, feel free to grab the wire and wire that puppy on there. Especially if you're using more expensive ornaments than I am. Like if mine break, I'm not gonna cry because I got all those, the whole sleeve for $1, right? Do you see what I'm doing here? That just looked like it needed a little something. I'm not sure. Should I put it below? Yeah, that's where it goes. All right. These come out very easily. Of course, I probably mangled this. I'm just tearing it up. It's all right. I really like this glitter. How about right here? Will that sit nice? Yes, I think so. So yeah, I'm liking that glue gun, guys. Treat yourself. Maybe right here, like on the inside a little bit more. Yeah, and I'll put one on the outside a little bit more. Oop. Oop. That was not going to feel good if I did not get my hand out of the way. All right. I need one up there, don't I? Another glitter one. And maybe plain one here. Just get right in there. Boy, this really smokes through the glue gun, the glue sticks, guys. My red looks like it's getting buried. I'm going to pull some more red out in a minute. I like all these little doodads, though. I need him up there, don't I? Yeah, once in a while, pull your wreath up and see how it looks looking at it straight on, because then you'll get an idea if there's a bare spot or if it looks unbalanced. But, you know, don't worry about perfection either. Please just enjoy yourself. If you wanted it perfect, you'd buy it in the store. And I've seen plenty of things in the store that aren't perfect either. And you know what? They're still pretty. All right, so I need more red. I like the red. So I'm going to add some more. Glitter. I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces this time. I sure got a lot of mileage out of this time, huh? This year. The Dollar Tree stuff. Which is good. If I had even more, I'd probably start making them for gifts. And you know, why not? So there's an idea for you too. If you're looking at a budget, you're like, I don't know if I got enough money to get them something nice. This is going to cost me, all of this is left over, but let's say I bought that sleeve by itself. That's $1, the wreath's $1. Queen Anne's lace, I used 2 of them, so that's $2. This was $1, a little bit of scrap of ribbon. Let's say you had to buy the ribbon too. So you're looking at $6, and look how pretty this is. What a beautiful gift for somebody. I think they'd actually use it. And if not on their door, maybe they'd use it inside their home somewhere. or if they're a teacher in their classroom. Or maybe even your bus driver would like a little something like this, and he or she could put it on their bus. I don't know. But for $6, you could get somebody, you know, Starbucks coffee, or you can give them something like that, which I think is a really pretty gift. I think much more value to it, huh? Especially when you make it yourself. I always love when people make me something. It shows how much they care, especially if it's something I can't do. Oh, I had a mom last year. She made me the warmest, most beautiful scarf that I'm using right now. And it, oh look at, he was attached. It was crocheted beautifully, and I cannot crochet. So you consider, and that's not a cheap hobby, that's a lot for the yarn. So she was really very generous. When you make something, people remember you. All right, I might be done, huh? I never know when to stop. I always fit a little more. Well, maybe I'm good. So there it is. I'm going to show you a picture at the end too, so you can see where this is going to be displayed on my board. But there's a little wreath that did not take that long and that didn't cost so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and please send me pictures of your wreaths too. Some of you have commented that you've made some, and I'd love to see what you came up with. Thanks so much for watching. Happy holidays.